Good evening, folks, and thank you for joining us here tonight on Anthem Country and WCMP with some Hinckley-Finlayson High School basketball. The varsity team taking on the Princeton Tigers here at home right now. Hinckley 1-2 on the season, facing the 2-0 Tigers. But before we get into action, we've got about 15 minutes till tip-off. We're going to take a quick listen to a pregame interview with Dan Kreft, the head basketball coach here at Hinckley. Kreft had some good insights for this game taking on Princeton and the rest of the season. Let's take a listen.
Ethan Game Day Gilman here, and I'm now joined by the head boys basketball coach of Hinckley-Finlayson, Coach Kreft. First of all, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And as we get started here, take a look at your coaching experience. How long have you been the head coach here at Hinckley-Finlayson, and then how many years have you been just coaching in general?
Well, I started coaching as a head coach 2010, I believe, was my first year, so it's been a while. I started coaching here at different levels here in Hinckley in 1999, so I've got a lot of hours in the gym over the years.
And looking at the lead up to this season, what is that like for you, and what are some of the things that you do to prepare? Well,
we have a summer program that we run every year, and that's really important for the kids to get into the gym and get to know us coaches and get to learn our systems. And so we run summer programs for all our different levels, from elementary all the way through the varsity. And then, it's also trying to encourage kids to get in the weight room and that sort of stuff. And, in terms of every year is different. So in terms of, really preparing for the year, it's trying to fit the puzzle pieces together and figure out how we can be the most successful with players we have on that given year.
Speaking of the players this year, how is the roster shaping up? Is this a veteran, younger, or mix of both?
It's kind of a mix of both. We have three players returning that have quite a bit of varsity experience, Kieran Tavette and Blake Blowers and Grady Osmus. Those three started for us most games last year. So we got a pretty good core group of guys that, three guys that have a lot of experience. But beyond that, we're pretty raw. We don't have guys with a lot of varsity experience, but they're working hard. And in particular at the guard position, we need some younger guys to step up, and we have, so far this season, 2 games into it, we have some young guys from ninth graders all the way up through seniors that have kind of stepped up into different roles here that last year really didn't see any varsity time. So it's kind of work in progress at this point, but like I said, it's a mix of both veteran players and kind of rookie players.
Looking at those three returners with that varsity experience, what is something that you expect from them out there? Maybe not just on the court, but also during practice, in between classes.
Well, leadership is the big thing. That I've talked to Blake and Grady are a couple of our captains, and we've talked to them about leadership, being more vocal and helping the young kids. That's the big thing that we expect out of our older kids is in order for us to have a strong program, we have to teach the young kids how we do things here in our Jaguar basketball program. And so that's a big thing, and not just on the court, but also kind of, behavior in school and getting the work done in the classroom and that sort of stuff. That, we have some high expectations there for people in our program, and it's on those seniors and that leadership to pass on those, kind of help pass on those expectations that we have to the younger generation.
You mentioned you've played so far 2 games. You also were able to host a jamboree a couple weekends ago. But through these first few weeks of practice and play, has anyone maybe stood out there in practice or in game, earned themselves more time, or just simply kind of grown in the basketball world?
Yeah, like I said, we have some guys with not a lot of varsity experience, and one player that pops into my mind is a freshman that's seeing some court time for us, and that's Braden Hosler. He's, he played primarily C-team last year, and he's made that leap from C-team. He's playing some JV, but he's seen some significant varsity minutes too, and he's really made some huge improvements from last year to this year. And then another one that I'd like to throw out there is Zach Wiedendorf. He's a senior guard for us, and he saw very little varsity time last year. He was primarily a JV player, but he put in a lot of time in the off season, getting stronger, getting bigger, getting quicker, and it's paid off because he's been one of our most consistent players so far.
Looking at some of the success that you had last year with the team, what are some of those things that you'd like to see the team have success again with this year? Obviously, again, different year, different team, but what are some of those things?
Well, I would love to see us get better defensively and get better rebounding-wise, and that's something, those two aspects of the game are kind of what our Jaguar basketball is built on, and it's something that over the years since I've been head coach, and even prior to that when, years ago, Tim Schmitz was the head coach and I was his assistant, that's kind of what our program was known for, is we were going to play tough, hard-nosed defense, and we were going to out-rebound you. We didn't always get that last year, and we're working our way back to hopefully being that kind of hard-nosed, tough team that is going to make things difficult for our opponents. And that's really what I'm hoping we can, the kind of growth or changes we can make going into this season.
I want to go back a little bit because I see this jamboree here. You got to host a handful of schools there on November 29th. What is it like for you and this team to be able to host this jamboree and just get to see a bunch of different teams?
Well, it's really a great day, and our school's been hosting this for, I don't know. Like I said, I started here in 1999, and we were running that jamboree prior to that. So it's been a long-standing tradition to run that jamboree, and we get 8 teams here, and it's really beneficial because we've had teams over the years that we're single A, 2A, 3A, and we try and get some good competition in here. And it's really a day where you can kind of see where you're at. You practice against each other for 2 weeks, and that shows you some things. But when you get into real competition is when you can really get a gauge for where some of your players are at and where some of your rotations that you want to work on and things like that. And so that's a really valuable day. And as long as I'm coaching, I plan on continuing to have that jamboree and invite top-tier teams to really push us to get better.
Taking a look here at this start to the season, it'll be a pretty busy start. You've got 3 games this week, 3 next week. What are some of the things that you're just hoping to see from the team here these first few weeks of the season before that Christmas break?
Well, at this point, what I would be hoping to see is a practice rather than a game, but that's not going to happen the way the schedule's set up. So, yeah, it's kind of a gauntlet to get through these first few weeks, and with game stacked upon game, it's tough because you don't have practice to work on things. And so I guess what I'm hoping from this team in these first few weeks before Christmas is that we're just going to have to learn on the fly because we don't have a lot of practices, and so we're going to need to make adjustments and to be able to make changes just in through team meetings and through scouting reports, and not really having much time on the court to work on some things. So it's a challenge for those kids because they're maybe not getting as many reps as what they would like to get and I would like them to get as well. But I guess really what I'm hoping is that we can, like I said, learn through learn on the fly, I guess, even without the practice time to perfect what we're trying to do.
Does that, when you have games like that and where it really is tough to find a practice day, does that change the kind of the way practice is set up at all, or is it kind of just going back to what practice would be?
Well, it absolutely changes it because when you have, for instance, we played last night, we played on the night before, so we played Thursday, Friday, and then we have a game Monday and Tuesday as well. So we have 4 games right in a row without a practice, and so on Wednesday we knew we couldn't push the guys too hard because we have to keep their legs fresh, and then when we come back next week after the 4 games in a row, then we have 1 practice, and then we have another game on Thursday. So it absolutely affects the way we can practice because we can't do the conditioning that we'd like to do, or we can't push the kids too much in full court. We have to give them a little bit of recovery time on those days and do a lot more kind of walk-through stuff. So, it's not ideal, but it is what it is, and we'll work our way through it, and we'll learn from it, and hopefully get better.
I know as a coach, it's one game at a time, but are there any games maybe on the schedule that you're looking forward to?
I really look forward to basically all of our conference games because, we see each other so often, and the players know one another, and the coaches know one another, and I'm good friends with a lot of the other coaches. And so those conference games, those are always fun, and they're always tightly contested matchups. And those are the ones that I really look forward to is just getting to play all our conference teams.
And, Coach, that's all that I have for you here today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to thank you, Ethan, and WCMP for all the work you guys do, and not just covering the Jaguars here, but covering high school sports in general. It's important, and I'm really happy that you guys do that. So thank you.
Coach, that is greatly appreciated. We love doing it. We are happy to get out there and cover as many games as we possibly can. And, Coach, again, I would just want to thank you for taking time to do this interview. It is greatly appreciated.
Well, we'll be back. Thank you for that interview, Coach Kreft, and we'll be back after the national anthem with some more basketball action here on Anthem Country.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Welcome back here on Anthem Country for some high school basketball action between the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars and the Princeton Tigers. Should be a good game here tonight. The Tigers so far undefeated, 2-0. They won against Malacca and Foley this year. The Jaguars on the other side of things started off their season with a couple of losses, but won on Friday against St. John's Prep. And a couple keys to the game for this Jaguars team. You heard it on the pregame interview with Coach Kraft. They want more rebounding and defense. As we're getting ready for opening tip-off here, we just got the starting lineups. Looks like taking the tip for the Jaguars will be Grady Osmus, and on the other side of him will be Jackson Olson to attempt the tip-off here, and we're underway in Hinckley. The Jaguars have won the tip-off. Nice jump there from Osmus. Here's a pass up top. Osmus, down low he goes. The ball is loose, and Osmus able to lay it in after corralling the loose ball. Passed in by the Tigers. They tried to keep it in bounds. Here's a shot from way deep. It goes off the front of the rim. That was floated up there by Stencil. He'll try another. In and out. And the Jaguars can't get the rebound. Offensive rebounds for the Tigers. And fighting inside, eventually the Jaguars able to come away with it. Carr now at the logo. We'll move it near side wing. Now back down low, Carr. Tipped out after a bad shot from Carr, and the Tigers get the board. Foul called on the far corner as the Tigers brought it all the way back down quickly, tried to push some pressure on. Jaguars leading at 2-0 now. We're off to the races already here in Hinckley. Here's a pass in up top. Stencil from the far wing throws up a three, no good. Second chance off the offensive board. Jackson Olson puts it in on a nice little lay-in by the far side block. Now a steal. The Tigers get it in transition. Here's a three-point attempt. The Tigers off the front of the rim, but they're able to get their own board once again and float up a little jump shot in front of the block. And the Tigers quickly get out to a 4-2 lead. Looks like a timeout is called by the Jaguars. Wow, that was a very quick start to the first half here, as the Jaguars just struggling to get the rebounds. It was the Tigers who played more physical here early, and they were just getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. They were able to turn those rebounds into points. So 4-2 now, the Tigers lead it. The Jaguars seem to have a bit more size physically, but just not able to box out yet. Throwing it in is number 20. That is Zachary Wiedendorf, rather. Some subs come in for the Jaguars. Wiedendorf calling out for it on the far wing. Now he makes a nice little floater from about the elbow. 4-4. Tigers moving. Near side corner. Moved back up top. Now far side wing. With the ball is Jolson. He moves it back out. Stencil, who misses a three-pointer. Stencil has been lofting those ones up. It goes off the little, I think it went off the back post there over the net. Out of bounds was called either way. And it will be Jaguars ball. Far side. Now moved down low. Wide open lay-in. Nice putback there for Grady Osmus, one of the leaders on this team, the senior. Had a wide open lay-in down low, and the Jaguars back in the lead. Nice move and a good lay-in from number 5, Matthew Hallberg of the Tigers. Tigers go right back to work with a nice drive from Hallberg. All tied up at 6s. Driving in and getting it off the glass is DeVette. Now a nice move. Stencil working inside for the Tigers from the far side wing. Moves in and gets the lay-in off the glass. Fast-paced game so far. Both teams at 8 right now. The Jaguars taking it back up top. With the dribble, it's DeVette. He loses control. Stencil takes it away. The Tigers going the other way. poked free. Carr takes it away for the Jaguars. So a steal, and then the Jaguars able to take it right back. And a push will be called on number 24, Jackson Olson of Princeton. So the Jaguars will inbound it. 14:58 left on the clock here in the first half. Here's a pass back to Blake Bowers. Bowers, one of the senior leaders for the Jaguars, as Wietendorf in trouble, has to move it back out to Tvet. Tvet floats one up, and that goes off the front of the rim. One of the rare misses here early. Stencil moves it far side for Durham. Back to Stencil, now near side wing. Drew Jolson tries to run it inside. Now a pass back out, a three-pointer, no good. Too hard off the block. It goes out of bounds as Carr was trying to force it down the court, but it was swatted away by Cody Durham. So the Jaguars will inbound it. Another out of bounds pass attempt swatted away by the Tigers. Trying to take one away, but the Jaguars will now inbound it on far side of the court where they can attempt to make a basket. Another pass swatted out of bounds. Moved back out. Finally, the Jaguars able to avoid one of those errant passes. With it right now, it's Vet. Moves it out. Carr up top. Trying to make a spin move. Down low. He feeds it to Bowers. And, oh, boy, a wide open layup, but too hard off the glass. Rebound Princeton. Stencil working his way inside. Nice shot off the glass. Stencil able to drive in and get some points. The Tigers now lead it 10-8. Wietendorf down low to Blowers. Block shot and another block. Getting the initial rebound was Grady Osmus, but then he was blocked, but a foul was called. And they'll say the foul was a shooting foul on Blowers. So Blowers will get to shoot two. First one in and out. Princeton bringing on a few new subs. Ten to 8 the score, 13:47 left here in the first half. Blowers sinks the second free throw, so a 1-point game. Back and forth we've been going. Michael Kincaid, who just came in, loses control for Princeton, taken away by Wietendorf. Wietendorf turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Carr. Jaguars have it back. His shot is tipped up, but a foul called. That foul on John Valdivieso Sagade, who just came in off the bench for Princeton. So two more shots here for the Jaguars. Carr way off on the first one. Hits the side of the rim. Attempt number 2, in and out. Osmus fights for the rebound for the Jaguars, but it gets tipped away and falls into the hands of Valdivieso Sagade. Move back out to the top. It's Hallberg who hands it off Stencil. Stencil moves it far wing, Hallberg. Hallberg cross to Kincaid on the near wing. Kincaid right wing. Looking back up top, Hallberg. Now to the left wing for Stencil, 9 to shoot. Hallberg has to move it near side. Sagade misses the three-pointer from the near side corner. Jaguars get the rebound. Going the other way, Zachary Wietendorf. Tries to move it, Osmus nearly gets taken away by the Tigers. Ball is loose, and coming up with it is Valdivieso Sagade for Princeton. He tries to bring in a layup, can't get it to go, and the Jaguars get the rebound. Back and forth. The Jaguars now to the far side. In the right wing, Tvet in trouble, has to give it off. Wietendorf driving in, tries to take a jumper from the near side block, and Princeton takes it away. A dunk attempt, no good. Trying the dunk was Brody Stanberg, but the Jaguars have it. Osmus throwing up a shot from the block, can't get it to go. Now Kincaid trying a layup, he can't get it to go. And oh boy, there's been a whole lot of opportunities for both teams over the past minute, and neither one has scored. Well, 10-9 is the score here in Hinckley. The Tigers lead it over the Jaguars. And inbounding will be the Jaguars. Long pass attempt picked up by Gunnar Mans. Over and back is the call. Mans tried to pass it back to Tevet. Lapse in judgment. Tevet was trying to bring it across court, and that's a huge mistake. The Jaguars gave it right back. Moving in, Stencil has to move it back to the near side corner. Popped three, no good. Kincaid back up top for Princeton. Princeton getting their own offensive rebounds, and now taking it up and getting fouled is Cody Durham. Durham trying to make a lane for himself. Gets fouled. I believe that was on, well, let's see. I think it was on Tevet. Either way, Durham getting a couple of shots. Misses the first free throw. Free throws have been a trouble so far for both teams. The Jaguars only have made one of their 4 free throws, and Durham misses both. Kincaid trying to move it inside from the left wing. Can't do so. Has to move it back out right wing. Stencil. Up top, Durham back to Stencil. Right wing, surveying his option. Gives it off. Valsavedio can't make it, but Durham down low, able to get the offensive rebound and one with the lay-in. The Jaguars have to get some of those rebounds on the defensive side. Durham with one of the more straightforward layups you can get, and he was fouled on the way up. Laid it in from the left block. Right now, for those of you who are listening on the radio, the Tigers going from left to right on your dial. The Jaguars going right to left. Down low with it now is Hostler, who puts up a shot for the Jaguars. Picked up by Blowers on the rebound, and Blowers from the right side block, able to lay it in off the glass. 13-11 is the score right now. Three-pointer for Princeton is good from Durham. Cody Durham from the left corner, able to make a big three, and he extends the lead for the Tigers, 16-11. Now a foul called down low as the Jaguars were trying to inbound it. That'll go against Princeton. Right now, 5 fouls on the Tigers, 3 fouls on the Jaguars, with 10:47 left here in the first half. Blowers with it. The senior moves it to Carr. Across half court he goes. Gives it off Hostler. Hostler trying to move it inside, forces up a bad pass. Carr is able to collect the loose ball, though. Still on the Jaguars' side of the court. Osmus moved back up top to Carr. Carr looking at his options. Now he's going to try to drive. Spin move, lay-in attempt. No good. Grady Osmus comes down with the rebound, tries to put it back up, but Princeton collects off the glass as Osmus couldn't get the lay-in. Stencil puts up a three from the left corner for Princeton as they go back at it. He misses. Rebound Jaguars. Tevet trying to drive in for a lay-in. Heavily guarded. Misses the layup. Once again, Durham for three for Princeton, and he's good from the left corner. That's been his spot. Cody Durham with a couple of big threes. The Tigers lead at 19-11. Carr, right side wing, gets fouled by Matthew Hallberg. And so the Jaguars will get it on the right sideline to inbound by the wing. Long pass attempt, that's taken away by Princeton. Brody Stanberg able to pick it off and try to take it himself the other way. He gets fouled on the way up for the lay-in, but they'll say it's on the floor, so no shots. Princeton to inbound. Below the rim, they inbound it to the right wing. Durham is good for three. Cody Durham lights out. Responsible for the last 9 points in this game. All three of the shots, big three-pointers. And the Jaguars pass it out of bounds. Another costly turnover. The Tigers have a chance to extend this lead. They're already up 11, 22-11 with 9:19 left here in the first half. Durham from the right wing, this time too long off the block. Tvet down low. Weidendorf, no. With the lay-in was Braden Hostler. Hostler, the 9th grader, with his first points of the game. Now Princeton throwing up a shot from the right corner. That's no good. Rebound goes to the Jaguars. Jaguars taking it across the timeline. Pass to Osmus down low is taken away. Princeton forces another turnover, 22-13. Down low, wide open man. Jackson Olsen, the forward, able to just float it in there with ease. Princeton back up to an 11-point lead. Long pass for the Jaguars to the left wing is taken away. Princeton going back at it. Durham met at the block. What a fantastic swat by Grady Osmus. And that was a huge turnover. The Jaguars need some points. Tvet moves it back out to Zachary Crochelle. Now Tvet up top. Tricky lay-in. Rebound Osmus. Put back is good. Great post moves there from Grady Osmus. And a timeout called with 7:51 remaining. Well, this has been a hot start so far for the Tigers, and specifically Cody Durham. Durham has been the primary scorer for this Tigers offense with some big threes here early. Right now the score 24 to 15 here in Hinckley. We'll be back after this short break here on Anthem Country and WCMP.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Welcome back here to Hinckley as the Jaguars currently trailing the Princeton Tigers by a score of 24 to 15 here on a Monday night. Some men's basketball action as Stencil with it for the Tigers. Has it up top, gives it off to Durham on the left wing. Durham trying to drive in, he's double teamed. Now Stencil wide open, misses a three-pointer. Rebound goes to Tvet for the Jaguars. Tvet gets it picked free by Michael Kincaid for the Tigers. Now a lay-in on the drive. The Tigers can't get it to go, but they get an offensive rebound, and a three-pointer from the left wing is good by Valdivieso Sagade. Well, the Jaguars just leaving them wide open right now on the three-point attempts. Hostler travels in the left corner for the Jaguars. That's also been the issue. Turnover after turnover for this Jaguars squad so far. Took an extra step, and Princeton will look to capitalize. Valdivieso Sagade. Up top with it, gives it to Kincaid. Now back to Sagade. Shot from the right corner for Durham. Clanks off the front iron. Now a rebound attempt. It looks like a foul against the Jaguars. So Princeton will get to inbound it below the net. Tigers running their play to inbound it. Big loft for Stencil. He has it right side wing. Now up top, moves it back out. Kincaid left side wing, takes a jumper from the elbow, and that's good. Nice shot from Kincaid. Now the Jaguars have to find some sort of offense. They lose control on the long pass. Moving down low with some power is Jackson Olsen, and he's able to get a layup for the Tigers. The Tigers moving so quickly right now. They're able to get a ton of these turnovers. Out of bounds. Down low after a long pass. The Tigers nearly turned another turnover, but it collided off of one of the Tigers defenders, and out of bounds it goes. Inbound for the Jaguars down low. Tevet has it. Left side wing. Now Osmus down low. Catches the pass. Layup in and out. Oh boy, Osmus might have just got robbed there. Here's a jumper for Kincaid going the other way for Princeton. No good off the front of the rim. Princeton gets the rebound. Up top, Drew Jolson throws up a jumper. That's no good. And Tevet gets the rebound for the Jaguars. Tevet will be at the controls. He'll slow things down for the Jaguars. Gets a set there from Osmus. Throws up a little floater and can't get it to fall. Kincaid takes it the other way. An easy lay-in for Princeton. They're just playing quicker than the Tigers. He was sprinting down the court. Or playing quicker than the Jaguars, rather. As Wiedendorf takes a three. That goes off the back iron. Too long. Rebound, Princeton. To the left side corner. That goes hard off the backbound. Rebound, Tevet. Tevet trying to make a shot. Too long. Picked away by Kincaid. He's trying to go the end of the court with it, and he does. Another timeout by the Jaguars, and things have quickly gone off the rails. It has been 11 unanswered for the Tigers. They lead it 35-15 here in Hinckley. We'll be back here on Anthem Country as the Jaguars try to regroup.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler.
Well, the Jaguars desperately need some points here at home. They're down by 20 here in the first half with 5 minutes remaining. Inbounding, Wiedendorf gives it up to Hostler on the left wing. Pass into Osmus, and that's tipped away by the Tigers and out of bounds. So Jaguars will inbound it down low. They need a lot of points quickly. Osmus puts it up. Now Blowers gets his rebound. Tries it again, and he's good. The Jaguars finally able to get some points on the board. The Tigers moving quickly the other way. A shot. Three-pointer for Stencil goes off the front of the rim. He shot that from up top. Now Osmus finding Blowers, right wing. Up top, Carr tries a three. That's off the front of the rim. Weidendorf in the perfect spot to get the rebound, and the floater is good. 35-19. Stencil up top to the left wing. Moves it Kincaid, nice drive. And he takes a floater that goes off left. 3-point shot back out for Princeton is good. That is Drew Jolson who hits it. And they have been hitting the three-pointers here tonight. Jolson able to take it away from Carr on the steal. Princeton going back up with it. There's a foul on the Jaguars, so the Tigers going to be inbounding underneath. Well, this has been an onslaught, especially from three-point range for Princeton. They have looked impressive in their perimeter shooting, and again, what Coach Kreft wanted was better defense from the Jaguars, and that hasn't been the case so far tonight. They're playing a zone right now, inbounded for Princeton. Shot from the right wing, too hard, off the glass. Rebound goes to the Jaguars. That's Hostler with possession. The Jaguars just trying to find some sort of move. Carr loses his dribble. Princeton takes it away. Jackson Olsen lays it in. Nobody to defend. Hostler over to Osmus in the left corner. Tries to force one up. He's double teamed. And Princeton trying to get the rebound. Throws it off one of their teammates. Out of bounds. Jaguars ball. Inbound for the Jaguars underneath the rim. Weidendorf tosses it up. That's swatted away by the Princeton defender. Another turnover. Another Jackson Olsen layup from the left side. He outraced Weidendorf, who was trying to defend. Another inbound and another Princeton takeaway. The Jaguars trying to move quickly, but they've struggled to inbound it right now. Osmus over to Blowers down low. Osmus able to get the rebound, and he's fouled as he goes up with it. And one for Grady Osmus, and the Jaguars desperately need some momentum to go their way. If you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars versus Princeton Tigers high school basketball game here. Right now, the men's teams facing off. The Tigers leading at 44-22 here in the first half. 2:28 left to play. Stencil for the Tigers takes it the other way and makes a three-pointer. Carr now with it for the Jaguars. In trouble. Tosses it to a Princeton defender who takes it up himself and gets fouled on his way up. That was Matthew Hallberg who took it away and attempted the layup, and now he'll shoot a couple. Wow. To start off, this game was pretty tight for the first 7 to 8 minutes. But the Tigers have really pulled away, and that's in part due to their great defense and some good outside shooting. As Hallberg misses the first free throw, he'll attempt the second, and that goes in and out. Rebound, Jaguars. Tevet with it for Hinckley. He's in trouble, getting double teamed. Moves it back out, Blowers. Blowers down low. Weidendorf finds a nice floater. Maybe a 15-footer for Weidendorf. Now the Jaguars need some defense. They're able to pick it free from Hallberg, who was at the elbow. Jaguars going the other way with it. Tevet takes it across the timeline. He's got it up top. Trying to drive it himself, gives it back off. Carr from the free throw line. Too hard off the back iron. Rebound, Princeton. And that'll be a timeout for Princeton. Just a 30-second timeout with a minute 34 left here in the first half. Well, there haven't been a lot of positives here tonight, but Zach Wiedendorf has been impressive. He's hit some good floaters and nice twos for this Jaguars team, and he's a guy that Coach Kreft talked about in his pregame interview, a guy that the Jaguars need to step up as they're kind of looking for some good guard play. Well, 47-24 coming out of the timeout. Princeton will have possession, leading by 23 points on the road. Stencil with it, moves it to the right wing. Now back up top to the left corner, shooting the three and hitting is Drew Jolson. Man, that left corner has been the spot for Princeton. They have hit quite a few threes from that position. Tvet from the left side wing fires up a pass. He was in trouble, and it goes too long out of bounds. Turnover. Princeton in possession. They've got it 50-24. With it, Stencil up top. Gives it up to the left wing. Now the left corner, driving inside and losing control is Olsen. It's picked free by Weidendorf. Blowers now up top to Weidendorf, right wing. Weidendorf surveying his options. Back to Blowers, left corner. Back up top, Weidendorf with it. Tries to toss it up for Osmus. Nearly gets taken away by Jackson Olsen of the Tigers. But the Jaguars regain control. Blowers with it, right wing. He's going to try to lay it in, and a nice little finger roll for Blake Blowers. Closes the lead a little bit. 14 seconds left here in the first half. The Tigers can hold it for the last shot. Stencil with it on the right wing. Trying to drive in, moves it back out to the left corner. Durham, too short, gets his own rebound as the buzzer blows. And that'll be half before you can put one up. Well, quite the lead here on the road for the Princeton Tigers. They lead at 50-26 after the first half. The Jaguars need to find some sort of offensive rhythm if they want to turn things around in half number two. It was a tight start to the half, but the Jaguars really took control, and from that point, the Tigers really took control, and after they did that, the Jaguars really haven't been able to come back. So 50-26 here on Anthem Country. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back after this halftime interview with Here's the Pitch.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Welcome back here on Anthem Country and WCMP. Thank you for joining us. Well, it's been all Princeton Tigers here so far. The first half score is 50-26 over the home team, the Jaguars. And that was in large part due to Cody Durham and Jackson Olson, who kind of led this Princeton team to the point total that they have. Cody Durham was the kind of the instigator of the Tigers pulling away when he hit a few big threes and really grew the Princeton lead in the first half. And since then, the Tigers just haven't looked back. The Jaguars have been led by Zachary Weidendorf, who's done a nice job here tonight. He's gotten several nice little floaters. And Blake Blowers, who has also done a nice job, has some good lay-ins and a couple of finger rolls to add to the Jaguars' total. But the Jaguars need to figure some things out offensively, and they need to get their defensive rebounds. The biggest thing is going to be avoiding turnovers and getting rebounds if the Jaguars want to potentially come back in this game. Well, 3 minutes and 25 seconds left here in halftime. We'll be back after this short commercial break with the second half from Hinckley. It is Tigers leading it 50-26.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Welcome back here for the second half of action between the Princeton Tigers and the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Right now, the Tigers lead it 50-26. The Jaguars need to figure some things out, both offensively and defensively, if they want to try to come back. The Tigers inbound it. They start things off here with possession in the second half. From the left corner, Durham takes a long three. That goes too hard off the back iron. Durham will have it left side as the Tigers got the rebound. Now to the right corner, Stencil for three, and this time he hits. Princeton with yet another three ball. And they lead it 53-26. The Jaguars trying to just hold on to these passes and avoid turning the ball over, and a foul is called on a reach on number 4 for the Tigers, Drew Jolson. A little half update from the Bram-Holdingford game. Bram is up 27-20 in that game right now. So here's a lane attempt from Tevet, and he hits it too hard off the glass. Jackson Olson the other way for Princeton, goes fast and gets the lay-in. 55-26, a 29-point lead for the Tigers right now. Tevet trying to take it across the timeline. He gets it taken away, but takes it back from Jackson Olson and gives it off to Carr. Carr deep pass, Grady Osmus. From the right block, Osmus is laying off the glass. Is good. The first points of the half for the Jaguars. 55-28. Kincaid for the Tigers had possession from the left wing, tried a long pass, and he was fouled as he was tossing it over for one of his teammates from the right wing. So he'll inbound it below the hoop. Kincaid inbounds it, left wing, Stencil for three. Man, oh man, the Princeton Tigers are hot. Stencil hits yet another three-pointer. And Princeton with a 30-point lead. Jaguars trying to go the other way. Osmus gets blocked as he tries to lay it in from the right block. Tigers with possession. Durham with a left wing three-pointer. Bingo. Jaguars once again under pressure as they're inbounding it. They're just trying to hang on to the ball right now. Blowers in trouble. Going up and trying to catch his pass is Carr, but Carr gets fouled on his way to the ball. Inbound from the left sideline. Weidendorf will inbound it, and his pass is taken away by Stencil. Stencil for the Tigers. Down low to Olsen. Olsen puts it up. He's double-teamed. Tevet trying the rebound. Olsen comes away with it for the Tigers. Floater from the left elbow for Stencil. And the rebound goes to the Jaguars. That one hit too hard off the back glass. Tevet taking it the other way for the Jaguars. And he lays it too hard off the glass. Princeton trying to move quickly. Carr goes up, tries to swat it away from Kincaid, who attempted the layup. A foul is called on the floor. Tigers will inbound it. Olsen from the right wing gives it off. Stencil, right corner, good. Noah Stencil. The senior is going off. Tevet tries for Weidendorf, who nearly lost it out of bounds. Now it's tipped out by Drew Jolson for the Tigers. Inbound for the Jaguars from the left wing. Blowers, left wing, up top to Tevet. Tevet makes a jab step. Now trying to drive in, right block, can't get it to go. Some sort of foul is called, though. Looks like the Tigers are going to get to inbound it from below the hoop. The Jaguars were called for the foul. With it right now is Drew Jolson. Jolson, right wing, gives it off Kincaid, who moves it across left wing, and Durham hits again. Cody Durham, already a couple of threes in this half. He had 4 threes in the first half. Here's an underhand pass from Weidendorf. Weidendorf up top, gives it down low. Osmus, nice little lay-in off the glass. Timeout for the Jaguars, and that'll be a full timeout. They want to slow things down and talk it over. Right now the score is 30-67. The Tigers lead it. We'll be back after this break on Anthem Country.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Congratulations! There's our car.
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. Pineagency.us.
Welcome back here from Hinckley as the Tigers inbounded. They're back to work. Up top, Durham moves it to the right wing. Durham back up top. Gives it off Kincaid, right wing. Kincaid trying to drive. Floater. Good. Right by the free throw line. Michael Kincaid has had himself a nice night as well. I mean, everybody on the Tigers is shooting well. As Carr tries to get it down low for Hostler. The Jags lose control. Loose ball taken away by the Tigers. A foul called on the Jaguars, I believe. 13:42 left here in the second half. Some sort of foul called. The Jaguars were inbounding, so I stand corrected. The Jaguars were inbounding. Somebody fouled Osmus as he went up for the shot by the right block. So Osmus goes to the free throw line. He'll take a couple. He hits the first one, and that's a big one. Jaguars really struggled with free throws in the first half. 69-31 here, second half. Osmus with his second try, it's good. 69-32, Stencil with it up top for the Tigers. Deep three-pointer from the right wing falls. Michael Kincaid. And the Tigers up to 72 points on the evening. They lead the Jaguars by 40. Shot goes wide for Weidendorf. He has it left wing. Passes it down low for Osmus, who tries a little roll in. That's no good. Rebound, Tigers. Stencil from the left wing. Tigers slowing it down a little bit. Stencil takes it up top, now drives it in. Off the glass himself, finds it. Tigers extend their lead. 74-32. Carr, right wing. Back up, Osmus, now to Blowers, left wing, drives it in, and hits a layup. Blowers having a nice night for himself, despite the team struggling. There's a foul called by the right block on the Jaguars. Looks like it'll be on the floor. Oh no, they will say it's a shooting foul. So Michael Kincaid for the Tigers will get a couple. He hits the first one. 75-34, Tigers with the advantage. Second attempt goes off. Tigers trying to go the other way with it as the Jaguars missed a layup. That was no good. Now the Princeton Tigers go back up with it. It's good. Blowers trying to go the other way for the Jaguars. Takes a little jumper from the block. That goes off too hard. Kincaid from the right wing. Too long. Off the back of the rim. Rebound Jaguars. Blowers gives it off to Tevet, who has it left wing. Tevet having a quiet night tonight despite being one of the better players on this team for the Jaguars. Trying to lay it in is Gunnar Mans, the junior. He gets fouled on his way up. So he'll get a couple of shots. This is the first one too hard. Well, the Jaguars are a program that has been struggling over the past couple of years. Last year they had a 6-21 record, 5-10 in the conference, so they fare better against teams in their conference. This game, a non-conference game against the bigger Princeton. So here's a deep shot for Hallburn, and he hits for the Tigers from the right corner, a triple. 80 points on the evening for Princeton. 35 here for the Jaguars. Carr up top, has to move back by the logo. Gives it off to Tevet, right wing. Tevet in trouble, has to give it off. Blowers up top. Now to Mans, right corner, three-pointer. Hostler off the back iron, rebound Princeton. Going the other way. Hallburn with it for Princeton, puts it up off the glass, that's good. Now the Jaguars, with some softer coverage from Princeton, take it back up. And Tevet gets a nice little jumper off the glass. And he needed that. He needed some points. He gets it with about 10 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second half. There's a three-pointer for Stencil from the right wing. He looks towards his bench. He's been on fire here in the second half. About 10 minutes remaining in half number 2. Couple of subs coming in for Princeton. Jackson Olsen and Ben Westrom, or rather Austin Ross, taking the floor. Taking the ball up for Princeton is Drew Jolson. He gives it off. And that's a three-pointer made from the left wing by John Valdivasio Sagade. He's made a couple of those big three-pointers, as have a lot of the Princeton Tigers, 88-37. To the right elbow, taking a shot is Mans. That's off the board, and Tevet gets the offensive board, goes back up with it, and gets fouled. Kieran Tevet now figuring some things out on the offensive side. Able to get a nice bounce on the free throw. That's good. 88-38. Well, this can happen sometimes in these non-conference matchups where teams can get out to a really big lead, especially the bigger schools. I mean, just a bigger talent pool to draw from. The second attempt from Tevet finds the net. And the free throw shooting looking better here for the Jaguars in the second half. Valdivasio Salgade gives it off to Kincaid, right wing, loses a dribble, but it goes back to Durham up top for the Tigers. Valdivasio Salgade gives it up top to Jackson Olsen. Olsen nearly loses his dribble. Now to the right wing, Kincaid. Nice jumper for Michael Kincaid. And the Tigers are at 90 points. Up top, three for Mans. Too hard off the back iron. Long pass. Valdivasio Sagade back to Kincaid. His three-pointer misses. Mans gets the rebound. He was doubled. Now he takes it himself to Blowers. Blowers with the nice lay-in, reverse lay-in that is, 90-41. Tigers with it. Durham gives it down low. Jackson Olsen, who gives it off for a nice shot. That is Austin Ross who makes it. And the senior gets some cheers from his bench. Looks like Princeton going to the deeper part of their bench. Some of the part-time players on varsity will get a shot here. As there's a good lay-in from Michael Kincaid and a bunch of subs. 4 men coming in for Princeton, 1 for the Jaguars. 94-41 is the score here from Hinckley. The Jaguars just trying to find some sort of success offensively. It's been hard to come by here, especially in the second half. Now taking it up is Kieran Tevet. Gives it off to Hostler, the 9th grader, who gets shoved by the man who just came in for Princeton. That is Owen Schmatz. So inbound for the Jaguars, 7:27 left here in the second half. Tevet with it up top, drives in, down low. He's fouled as he goes up and draws another couple of shots from the charity stripe. So he's at least getting a chance to add to his point total. Hits number 1. Hopefully everyone's driving safe tonight as Tevet hits both of his free throws. 3-point attempt, long one for Brody Strandberg, and he misses. Now up top, Braden Berger. Gets picked free. Mann's trying to go the other way. He'll lay it in, and he gets it. 6:27 left in this matchup between the Princeton Tigers varsity basketball team and the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars varsity basketball team. The Tigers lead at 94-45. This foul was called on the Jaguars, and shooting 2 will be Liam Flander for Princeton. It's been that kind of night for the Jaguars. It's cold outside, and the offense has been cold here for Hinckley. But again, this is not necessarily unexpected when you face a much bigger school and a good team in the Tigers. The Tigers, like I mentioned earlier, 2-0 on the season, facing the 1-2 Jaguars. Down low, throwing up a shot is Tevet for the Jaguars. And he throws it too long off the glass. The Tigers trying for a long pass. Miss it. Out of bounds it goes. Jaguars ball. Well, this is not a lead that you can overcome at this point in the game. Tigers leading by 49 points here with 5 minutes remaining in the second half. You can't overcome it, but you can get some confidence back with some good play. Here's a chance for the Princeton. Liam Flander tries the layup. Now Ben Wagner gets the rebound. Or excuse me, Austin Ross the putback, and that's good for Princeton. On the other side, attempting a shot is number 52, Hudson Bork from down low. Now Mans, a little jumper. And that's good. Mans has added some to his point total here in the second half. 3-point try, way too long for Owen Schmatz of the Tigers. Tigers get the offensive board. They're throwing up shots from down low. No good. Rebound attempt for Bork. And it looks like a jump ball. No, a foul called on Princeton. That foul went against Brody Strandberg. Trying to get the ball. Went on top of Bork. The clock now running with this giant lead. 96-47. And the Jaguars were in bonus. So they're going to get a 1-and-1 shot. Bork hits his first. And he just came into the game, so first points for Bork off the free throw. His second attempt off the front of the rim, but a rebound for the Jaguars. Mans gets it. He moves it back out. A three-point banks off the glass for Cameron Taggart, the sophomore. From the left wing, found the bank. Now the Tigers moving the opposite way, trying a three-pointer, and hitting is Liam Flander. The ninth grade guard hits his from the left wing. Now he's playing defense on Mata, the sophomore, for Hinckley. Mata from the right wing on Flander. Moves it back up top. Shot clock at 11. And a foul, or no, out of bounds. On the Jaguars, they turn the ball over to the Tigers. Just a point away from breaking 100. 2 minutes left in the game. Up top, Flander gives it off. Three-point shot. In for Owen Schmatz. The freshman hits. Both these teams going to their benches with this big score differential. 102-51. Minute 40 left here on the clock. Picked away by Flander for Princeton. Flander trying a tough lay-in. Gets fouled on his way up. Couple of shots come in for Flander. I believe causing the foul there was Cameron Taggart. Clock still running down. Off the front of the rim. The first attempt from Flanders, no good. Now a minute left. Flander misses with shot number 2. Rebound for Princeton. That goes into the arms of Kenmer. Tries to move it back out, but the Jaguars are able to take it away. Mans with it across the timeline. Spinning move. Tries the lay-in off the back iron. Rebound, though, Mans. And he gets fouled. So the Jaguars will inbound it. Mans gets the ball. He seems like the go-to guy right now for the Jaguars. Throws one up off the glass. That goes wide. Grabbed by Princeton. 20 seconds left here in the second half. Three-point shot from Schmatz. No good off the back iron. Princeton gets the rebound. 11 seconds left. Three-point attempt. That one's too hard. Down low. Flanders gets the pass. Taken away. 3 seconds left for the Jaguars, and there's the buzzer. So the final score, 102-51 in favor of Princeton. A big score differential, but some encouraging signs for the Jaguars. Specifically, Blake Blowers and Zachary Weidendorf. Both were impressive. And Gunnar Mans came alive towards the end of the second half. So a big win here on the road for Princeton. They improved to 3-0. The Jaguars of Hinckley-Finlayson fall to 1-3 on the season. And that will be the total. The Tigers just shot really well in this game, hit a bunch of threes, played some good defense. The Jaguars struggled to get rebounds, and that's where we stand. The final here from Hinckley, 102-51, Princeton wins. Thank you so much for joining us here on Anthem Country. I'm Tyler Gustafson, and we'll be back with more high school sports on WCMP.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.